go ahead and start off by saying I don't actually think both of these series gonna end in sweeps for real. I was just hoping I was gonna make y'all click the video. I think at least one of these teams gonna get one game, you feel me? Now, to be honest, if you ask me to pick who I think it's gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be Boston. I quite frankly think they are doomed. Game 3 was an absolute demolition in Miami. And to be honest, I want to come on here and slander the Celtics, but I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that for another video because they're going to lose. It's inevitable at this point. Miami, though, they own one in every aspect of the game. Their defense has been impeccable. Offensively, everybody in the rotation is contributing. Caleb Martin is playing amazing. Gabe Vincent hasn't been shooting the best throughout the entirety of these games, but he kind of just pick and chooses when he wants to bury you. Duncan Robinson has reasserted himself as one of the greatest shooters of all time. And the one that made me the most happy, Bam Adebayo, playing offensively like he has a purpose. He trying to put everybody on posters and stuff like that. I love it. To speak on the Celtics quickly, though, just in regards to this specific game, they just look deflated. They look real deflated, man. And offensively, they ain't really got no juice. Like, it's the same problems it's been all season long. If them threes ain't falling, they really ain't got nothing for you sometimes. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown played and shot absolutely horrendously. The guy that I thought was playing the best really on both ends was Grant Williams. And I do want to take this time to give my piece about Grant Williams because he's been getting slandered on the internet for like 3-4 days straight, and I hate it. Because, yeah, he might have poked the bear and all this and all that, but let's keep it a stack. He was playing great individual defense on Jimmy Butler. Jimmy was just making shots, and, you know, that's where the whole you need to send a double comes into play, things like that. But that ain't got nothing to do with Grant. He was playing great defense, and for a while, he was the only person scoring in that game. Like, he was really providing Boston with that juice that they needed. Then Jimmy Butler put up a few buckets on his head, and Mazzulla just took him out the game. He ain't see the court no more. I'm like, and in game 3 also, Robert Williams was playing really well too. The pair of him and Grant Williams, they were just trying to do something for Boston, if that makes sense. Everybody else is liable to catch this slander, but like I said, I'm going to save it for another time. I'm going to kind of move on from that series because it's kind of depressing, I ain't going to lie. As far as the Nuggets and the Lakers, obviously that's a 3-0 series as well. Game 3, Jamal Murray picked up right where he left off in Game 2, going absolutely bonkers. 30 in the first half was pretty nuts. And for the entirety of that half, it was kind of like LA ain't know what to do with him. Like, he got a lot of open shots. And granted, yeah, a lot of that will come off of actions that Denver may run for him, but how has he been torching y'all like this and he's still getting open off of these screens? I ain't gonna lie. Second half, though, they made some adjustments. Dennis Schroeder was the primary defender on him. He did a great job in just denying Jamal Murray the ball in general so that he can't cook you in the first place. He was playing a lot of good pestering defense. Vanderbilt got a few minutes on him as well. They really held him down, but, and this is really why I say if Jamal Murray cooking you probably not gonna beat the Nuggets in that game. Because when you start selling your soul to stop him, Denver just went back to their old reliable high screener role with Murray and Jokic. And now with LA blitzing Murray off of those picks or hedging really hard, he was able to hit Jokic. And when you get Nikola Jokic rolling to the rim, uncontested in the middle of the floor, giving him all them options to work, you not stopping that, bro. He can throw up that little floater. He can hit Aaron Gordon in that dunker spot. He can kick it out to a shooter. And that's always why I've said that Denver, for the most part at least, is really just keep it simple and just spam that pick and roll between those two, especially with the adjustment to put Rui on Jokic and with LA's willingness to switch or blitz so hard to Murray. When you kick it to Jokic in the middle of the floor like that, it really put a lot of stress on AD because now it's a lose-lose situation, and even for as good as he is, it's not really much you can do there. And speaking of shooting with the Denver Nuggets, Jesus Christ, man, they've been guns a-blazing. KCP, Bruce Brown, the aforementioned Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., even Jokic himself, they have been shooting the lights out. And LA did keep Game 3 really close and competitive until the end when they just start making everything at the end of the day. That's what makes them so hard to beat. Obviously, their best two are extremely dangerous, but even though you want and need to commit a lot of attention to them, the guys around them will certainly make you pay if you do so. But I have a lot of confidence that LA is going to win tonight because I am recording this the day of Game 4 for them. I just refuse to believe, even though LeBron is 73, that he will get swept. I just can't foresee that happening still. So we'll see, though. I mean, they very well could get swept. They are severely outmatched. They've played some really good games in all 3 of these games and have still lost them all. So if that don't tell you what it is, I don't know what else will.